You talk about the fact that monetary wasn't really the approach that needed to be taken when it comes to the bubble in mortgages. And, and you say, in a 2002 speech, I'd said that financial regulation supervision should be the first line of defense against asset price bubbles and other risks to financial stability. Has that been corrected now? There was a regulatory fail, wasn't there?
Yes,
that led
absolutely.
to this? And has it been corrected, and has it been overcorrected?
Well, that's an awful lot to chew on here. So I think the critique of the Fed prior to the crisis, I mean, a lot of it is focused on monetary policy. People who have looked at it carefully generally agree that monetary policy was not the main reason for the housing bubble. But one of the ways the Fed was responsible was, with other regulators, it didn't do enough to prevent the bad mortgage lending. And there's a lot of reasons for that. You know, one reason was that there was this very strong political support for subprime lending because it was creating home ownership so broadly. So I thought that was the main.
I'd love to just back that up. The strong political support. Yeah. So Barney Frank, for example, who has been so critical of bad bank behavior during the financial crisis, specifically around mortgages, would you say it was Barney Frank who was promoting this? It's part of the American dream, your birthright here to own a home.
It wasn't Barney alone. I mean, the people, the regulators were saying, you know, we want to take care of predatory lending. We want to get rid of that. But subprime lending is positive because it improves home ownership. So it was a goal that a lot of people were pursuing, and in doing so, some bad practices were not taken care of.
I think if you look at it, it goes well back into the 90s, and HUD policies and things to really encourage home ownership, particularly lower income people.
Right.
It was thought of good.
And to answer your question, at least those specific things I think have been addressed pretty significantly. In fact, I've had a lot of complaints about mortgages being too hard to get now. The other thing that we've done, or we, the regulators, the country has done, is made the system a lot stronger. So capital in the banks is way higher, you know, and generally the system's much more resilient than it was.